Saturday morning, I'm in Nottingham early as always. City is rude, man. I was into the shop to get something to eat on the way, just change of tennis so I have some change for the bus. Exceptionally rude man, being somewhat aggressive toward the sales assistant in Tesco's as well. Thankfully they've got I say security guard, a guy in a black jumper who stands at the door and tries to look tough. He didn't do anything when this man was being rude, just followed him out of the shop. So, security guard in job title, probably not in actual practicality. That's why I'm more of a fan of the country. I say that, I'm a fan of the romanticised version of the country, where it's all fun. Also, voice is going slightly, because I went to the sing-along version of The Greatest Showman yesterday, and tried as hard as I could to sing along to all the songs, which probably wasn't a strictly great idea, because a lot of those songs are very hard to sing, and I'm not the strongest singer in the world. I think I hit a few of the notes, and it was fun. It was really fun, I enjoyed it. That's the important thing. But today, interesting lesson with the kids, and then I've got a meeting with Simon later on to discuss this production, this scratch performance he wants to do. I've got 1 week to memorise all of those. Man, my throat is going to kill through this lesson. I'm not going to be able to shout. Thankfully, I don't shout too much in lessons. I tend just to talk calmly and everyone kind of listens to me, which is nice. So I'm going to go and wait for the bus now and get ready for the lessons. But I'm excited to see Simon later, to see what he's got for me. Alright. Foolishly caught the wrong bus, got the 58 instead of the 57 to get to the academy that I teach at. Now it still, thankfully, goes somewhere close to where I need to be, but I ran out of data on my phone, so I can't use Google Maps to work out where I need to go. So I asked the bus driver kindly, and he said walk down here and turn right, and I'm hoping that it'll be the right place. If not, I'm going to have to buy some extra data, which is extortionately expensive to do. But this is a much nicer kind of suburb area of Nottingham, not the city centre. Let's just hope I can find where I need to go. He said it's back down here on the right. So let's see what's on the right. Found it. It's actually quite a pleasant walk. Birds are chirping, sun's out. Still cold, but it's nice and sunny. Lovely little park you have to walk to get here. Might take that route from now on. It's quite nice. Finished lesson, I'm in the Nottingham Into Centre to head back and catch the bus. I have a theory that cash points in shopping centres, and I know for a fact this is true in Las Vegas, cash points in shopping centres cannot dispense small amounts of cash. You can't get a £5 or a £10 out, you've got to get 20 or more. It's just to make you spend money. It's really annoying. So now I've got to go and spend money to break a £20 note just to have change for the bus. It's underhanded, and I don't appreciate it. Just got back from Nottingham on the way through Derby, bumped into a couple of what looks like a silent protest effectively. Guys hanging around with truth on signs and a TV that seems to be showing what looks like the butchering of chickens. So I'm going to assume it's about food and the way it's processed and the way it's created and the way it's made. The irony, of course, is the plastic masks they're wearing are probably produced by kind of mass corporations, and the money's still going to some kind of dodgy kind of corporation area, based on the V for Vendetta film, which is, of course, the Remember the 5th of November thing. What's all this about?
Hello.
Hello.
So, the images that you're seeing on the screens are from 100 different farms around the UK, and we are aiming to raise awareness of what happens in the animal farming industry. What you're seeing here are chicks. The male chicks born in the egg industry are sorted from the females. They're byproducts, they have no use, so they get put into a grinder or are either ground to death or gassed alive, basically. Do you eat eggs, do you look the grinding?
Yes, I am a meat eater and an egg eater and a dairy eater.
Okay. You know what you're seeing on the screen with the chicks going into the grinders and things like that. Does that align with the moral values that you think you hold?
Yes, actually it does, and I completely respect your right to do it. I don't personally follow this kind of lifestyle myself, but I think the fact that you're doing it is genuinely fantastic. Okay? I can completely disagree with what you're trying to do while respecting your right to do it, and thinking the way you're doing it is a really artistic and a really fantastic way of doing it. So it looks brilliant. I like the fact that everyone's together dramatically. It's brilliant. It's really nice.
So you respect my right to choose that I'm
Yeah, absolutely.
which is brilliant. But are you respecting the right of an animal to want to live?
Probably not.
Do you think an animal does want to live?
I think an animal has got certain consciousness, yes, and there definitely is a level of consciousness there.
Yeah.
The fact that I eat them as a meat eater, as someone on on kind of the food chain, yes, does put me up there. And if we're going to get onto a moral standpoint, you are probably higher up than I am. I'm not going to be hypocritical and say, this is fantastic, I want to do this, because I don't. I enjoy eating meat. But I genuinely like the artistic and the dramatic way this is set up.
Yeah.
I like the boards, it looks nice.
Cool, thank you. Do you think a food chain should be beneficial for all those involved and the ecosystem surrounding it?
No, because I think the ecosystem right now is relatively stable. The fact that we can produce that much food and the fact that we are as we are, we've found an equilibrium that does benefit humanity greatly, and we've done that by suppressing and subjugating every other animal underneath us. But we have reached an equilibrium that does require us to have a certain level of cruelty and control.
Right. Well, I get what you're coming from, but actually the animal industry creates 51% of all greenhouse gases produced worldwide, and a recent UN report suggested that the globe does need to shift towards a vegan diet in order to remain sustainable, because we're slaughtering millions of animals per year. How do you think that's going to be sustainable?
I have no idea. I haven't done enough research. I don't know. I've got nowhere near enough facts and figures to back that up, so I wouldn't want to pretend that I know what I'm talking about with that. You're going to have way more information than I am. I've got to head off to go to a meeting with someone, but I do like the artistic way that it's done, and I do hope you can achieve your aim with a few people. It's not going to be me, but I hope it is a few people you can
Well,
convince.
if one or two people change, they all amount to a big
that's
change.
good. That is
and
good.
that's positive,
But I think it looks nice, so thank you very much. Thank you for your time.
Alright, cheers.
Take care, guys. See you later. He was lovely. You can disagree with someone and yet be amicable and civil.
This is a collaboration over 10 years in the making, 10 years too late. The guy you can see in the frame is Simon Bailey. He was my drama teacher when I was at school literally 10 years ago. I'm 27 now. I was 17 when he taught me. Fantastic drama teacher, excellent English teacher, still teaching English. He wrote a book called Have You Seen the Rabbit in the Nut? I bought that book as soon as he brought it out, and it is genuinely hilarious. I've got so many vivid memories of lying on my bed, reading that book, crying with laughter. It absolutely tickled me in a way that no book has since. I'd compare it to The Secret Diary of Adrian Mole, which is another one of my favourite books. But Have You Seen the Rabbit in the Nut is about Rob Jordan, a depressed, self-loathing, hatred-filled, bile-ridden, incredibly cowardly drama teacher who hates his students, hates his life, and decides to make several impulsive and destructive decisions based around his job and based around his whole lifestyle, changing it up. And now, 10 years on, it has become a small 20-minute theatre piece, and Simon has gratefully come to work with me to present it to Derby Theatre. So I'm going to be in the Derby Theatre studio reading an extract from a book written by a man who helped me, a man who I admire, and a book that I enjoy and a book that I love. So I'm very, very privileged and very excited to work with Simon on this. I tend to only take on a lot of projects if I feel I can get something from them, or if I feel I can go somewhere interesting, or if it's a personal favour to someone who went absolutely out of his way back when I was still learning to really help every student who came to him. And I cannot say no to a man who genuinely cares about teaching and helping that much. So Simon, thanks, and I hope this goes off without a hitch. Very excited, and hopefully I'll keep you guys updated and film some stuff when we're in Derby Theatre. So you guys have a great day.
Meeting with Simon was lovely. Hasn't changed a bit. Still as nice as I remember him being from school. Still a lovely chap. Going to meet Heather and her husband Ben now, play some Magic, and then work on the script. It's been a productive day today. I've done a lot. Feeling better than yesterday. Much better. I've got a goal. I've got a drive. I've got something to grab for again. That's what I needed.